So we're just about to take off on our next big adventure, which is going to require some boondocking. Boondocking means that you have no electricity, no running water. You take whatever water with you, and you need to create your own power. We bought a couple of generators, as you've seen in one of our previous videos. We've got a couple of dual power generators that run on both gasoline and propane. But before we go out, I just want to make sure that everything works. So I'm going to unbox these generators. I'm going to hook them up to some propane, and I'm going to run power to the camper. All right, so here are our generators. They are dual fuel. We're going to run them parallel. They're 2,500 watts. They put out 1,850 watts with gasoline, but only 1,650 with propane, which is what we're going to be using. So we're going to run these parallel. These are parallel ready, which means we can run two together and add up the wattage. All right, so one of the reasons why we're running two together is because of this heater. This is a 1,500 watt heater when it's running at max capacity. So if we want to do anything else, like use the microwave or use anything like that, we're going to need additional power above 1,500 to run those things. And if it's summertime, we need that extra power to run the AC. So we've got these propane tanks. There is one for each generator. There are 4 because we have 2 campers. So I'm going to just hook up one pair now, and I'm going to turn this heater on and run some other things and make sure everything works. So I've got this out of the box. Comes with 10W30 oil. Here's the connector. Here's the oil thing. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what that little piece is right here. Alright, so this piece here that came with it, I thought it had some important use, but really all it is to be able to wind up the LPG gas tube when you're not using it. So again, nice to have, but I don't know if I really need it for this demo. The first thing it says to do is add oil. I'm assuming that's, oh no, I don't think that's down there. I don't see a place to add oil. It must be somewhere else. Big pain in the ass number one is I have to take this faceplate off to get to that oil reservoir, which is going to be a pain in the ass to check the oil and to fill the oil when I've got to take the plate off every time. I think that it probably would have been a much better design to build a little spot in this cover to add and check the oil. I mean, that's not rocket science. Alright, so here's the front panel. You've got your, this is where your parallels connect. That's your 20 amp reset. You can switch for gas, choke, or propane. Here is the quick connect, and that quick connect has a little key. This little piece right there, that right there, goes into this, focus this little hole right there, to let it know that it does have a hose connected. So, but the problem is I have to use this extension cord because I have 30 amp service here, and the only way to do that with a 30 amp connector is through the parallel. So right now I'll have the camper connected via this extension cord, which should work out okay. I won't run anything too heavy on it. Alright, so I have this disconnected from the camper right now because I don't want to have any power surges that are going to blow my surge protector. I just want to get this running, and then I will plug stuff into it and see how it runs. I have the propane tank connected. Quick connects in there. It does a snap-on connector, and it's got that little key pushed in there. So I'm going to start this bad boy up. As you can hear from the sound behind me, I've got the generator going. I had to prime it 3 times, and then it started on the first pull right after that. So I primed it, it started right up. We got lots of green lights, plenty of oil. I'm gonna now plug in the camper and see what we get. Alright, we have a blue light, so we have power to the camper. Let's go turn some stuff on. Alright, so I'm coming in here. I turn on the lights work. I turn on the outside lights. Now, I suspect these things are LEDs and are not pulling a whole lot of wattage. I'm going to turn the heater on We only keep it to 65 and keep things cool. Now I'm gonna go unbox that heater and see if I can run that heater just on the one generator. Again, this doesn't seem to be rocket science. Let's pull this bad boy out. Oh. Alright, I think I have to put this down. I've got this thing cranking. It's like at 81, 82 degrees. And I can feel a whole bunch of heat coming off it. And I heard that generator outside start cranking up. So let's go see how it's doing. Alright, everything looks good. I don't see any overload stuff. It is cranked up a little bit. Let me see if I can go into eco. It boosted up a little bit. When I took it off eco, I'll bring it back down. Conserving some energy. Alright. So that looks pretty good. My overall assessment is that the generators are awesome. I mean, they're really good. They start first pull, 3 primes, you flip it over, you start it, and it starts right up, even on propane. So I think these are really good. Do have to admit, I don't like that you have to take the case apart to get to the oil. I think it would have been a simple design to just have an opening right there where you can get to the oil and check the dipstick. You know, why take off the whole panel? If you like what we're doing here, if you're excited about traveling the country in a camper and doing that kind of stuff, hit the like button. You know, share the video, do that kind of stuff. That would really help us out a lot. Appreciate it. Watch another video. That will also help us out a lot.